We're talking about medical expenses with healthcare costs and prescriptions on the rise. Never too soon to prepare for the future. Back this morning to talk us through it all is Today financial editor Jean Chatzky. Jean,
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was looking at some of the numbers last night in the research, and boy, the cost of healthcare, even if you don't have a major medical emergency, are staggering.
They are. And the problem with healthcare is that people don't look at it as they look at shopping for a car. It hasn't been so transparent. That's changing, and we've got tips.
You have also some statistics that are alarming. Look at this. Only 34% of people know their healthcare costs.
Or know what they think they're going to be for the coming year. This is according to the Consumerism Healthcare Index from Allegiance. Also, only 23% save for future healthcare. And this is the one that really gets me. About a quarter of all people didn't fill a prescription because of the cost. This gets expensive because you get sicker.
That's right. When you come here, you almost always tell people they need to make educated choices. Talk about some ways we can do that.
Okay, this is the biggie. If you can put pre-tax dollars into a flexible spending account or a health savings account, you shave a third of the cost off your medical care. There goes my hand. And it can be used for pretty much anything, not just prescriptions, but doctor's visits and almost everything except for over-the-counter prescriptions.
Can you just quickly explain the difference between these two?
Sure. A flexible spending account is something you put money into. You have to use it by a certain date. It's offered by your employer. A health savings account is something anybody qualifies for if they have a high deductible health insurance policy, but any silver or bronze policy on the exchange will get you in.
Just like if you're going to shop for a car or an appliance, do some comparison shopping.
17% of people, only 17% shop around for prescriptions. That is a huge mistake because the prices can vary by 100%, 200% for the same drugs, particularly if you're buying out of pocket. GoodRx is an online tool. It'll help you figure out what's a fair price for these drugs.
You just talked about the price and how they can vary for drugs and medications. Go to procedures. And this is where it gets alarming, up to a 500% difference in a procedure cost.
Right. And if you want to know what a procedure should cost in your area, the resource to go to is something called the Healthcare Blue Book, which is just like the car Blue Book. It exists online. And then if you get medical bills and you feel like you need help in lowering those costs, copatient.com is a service that will tell you what the fair price is for those procedures that you've had. And then if you can't do it yourself, they will negotiate it for you and they'll take 35% of the money that they save you.
So this is one of those discount type of use a discount program?
Well, so discount programs are for prescriptions, and these are very widespread. These are all companies that have essentially negotiated with the drug companies because they buy a lot of drugs overall. So you get yourself aligned with one of these programs: Script Relief, SearchRx, Blinks Health,
I think
GoodRx.
NBC did a story on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Olivia Stearns did that story. It was a great piece. But you want to get into one of these, particularly if you don't have a prescription plan.
And don't be afraid to ask your doctor for a less expensive alternative to some kind of treatment.
Right. Generics. You say to your doctor while you're standing in the office, I can't afford this medication. Or if you get to the pharmacy, you ask the pharmacist. Pharmacists are fantastic resources. But if you truly can't afford them, the Partnership for Prescription Assistance is an organization you should get in touch with. Tell them what medication you need, if you have any benefits, and they will help you figure it out. Also, shop at Costco. They're known to be cheap, and online pharmacies, but make sure that any online pharmacy you work with is based in the U.S. and has a sign on its website that it's a verified internet pharmacy.
That's very important. Jean, as always, thank you very much.
Sure.